Now, they're one of the oldest Christian communities in the world. Their land is seen as the cradle of Christianity, home to Bethlehem, the birthplace of Jesus. Once a thriving and vibrant community, the number of Palestinian Christians has dwindled. Around 46,000 of them are left in the occupied West Bank, East Jerusalem and Gaza. Well, Israel's illegal occupation of the West Bank and its genocide in Gaza are destroying churches, squeezing communities, depriving them of conditions to exist on their land. And yet, after 2 years of war on Gaza, Christmas celebrations are back in the Holy Land. Palestinian Christians are celebrating once again. They've gathered at the Church of the Nativity in Bethlehem's Manger Square, the heart of Christmas celebrations in the region. Bethlehem's mayor says the municipality chose to restore the city's Christmas festivities after a long period of darkness and silence. Here's Nida Ibrahim reporting from Bethlehem.
Christmas is coming back to town. This is Bethlehem, the birthplace of Jesus, and it's festive again. 2 years after celebrations were held in silence due to Israel's war on Gaza and violence in the occupied West Bank. At this Christmas market, some tell us they're clinging to any chance they get for joy, for hope, for light.
Our joy doesn't mean people are not suffering, have lost their loved ones, or are desperate, but we can only pray that things get better.
Nadia Ghattas invites customers to buy pieces made from the leaves of olive trees. It's her way of protecting a shrinking land and its orchards.
For me, I feel joy mixed with a lot of pain, but our children deserve to feel some joy.
Only a few tourists are here, in a place where tourism is an economic lifeline. Instead, there are unwelcomed visitors. Israeli settlers occupying lands in a place that once was a park for Palestinians and a rare space for building more homes. Days before Christmas, Israeli authorities recognized Shdema as part of 19 new illegal Israeli settlements in the occupied West Bank. This is one entrance to the illegal Israeli settlement, less than a 10-minute drive from the Church of the Nativity. This is just how close settlers are getting to the heart of Palestinian cities. Palestinians here are telling us they're having tough conversations, wondering, should they leave Palestine and search for a better future elsewhere? Majdi Shomeli is a grandfather.
I'm worried about my family now, at this moment.
He owns a piece of land threatened by this settlement.
It is difficult for the Christians to live in another place. I mean, the idea of Christianity is it is a community. And these 1,000 dunams, it is the only future hope to build for the children and for the sons and for the grandchildren.
Families are worried, not of what's being built, but of what's being erased. A Christian community that once was 12% of the Palestinian population became only 3% after what Palestinians called the Nakba, or catastrophe, in 1948, when the State of Israel was created in their land. Now, it's only 1.5%, and they fear it will shrink even further. Nida Ibrahim, Al Jazeera, Bethlehem.
Nida is live for us now in Manger Square. And Nida, it goes without saying how deeply significant this day is, and for the world to see once again these all-important celebrations to be once again marked, given how much of a long shadow the Gaza war has cast over proceedings there in Bethlehem and indeed across all Palestinian territories.
Yes, indeed. And it's yet another year under Israel's occupation of Palestinians. But this year, Palestinians wanted to send the world a message that despite the genocide in Gaza, despite the continued Israeli land grabs, continued Israeli violations against Palestinians wherever they are, that they will continue to send a message of hope to the world. Because for Palestinian Christians, this is the season that reminds them to have hope, to stay steadfast on their land despite despite the difficulties, because they believe that it's their faith that is helping them endure the difficult reality that they are undergoing. And after 2 years of not celebrating because of the genocide in Gaza, now this year the lights are back, the sounds of Christmas are back, and Palestinians are ready in a few minutes to receive the Latin Patriarch of Jerusalem, Pier Battista Pizzaballa, who also visited Gaza to mark the occasion and pray with the Christian community that is in Gaza. And let me just step away from the scene so you can see part of the celebrations that are ongoing. We are seeing the scout groups marching all the way from the old city of Bethlehem into the Church of the Nativity in preparation to receive the Latin Patriarch of Jerusalem. The numbers, we cannot say that there are many people here because let's not forget that the occupied West Bank still lingers under Israel's restrictions, under Israel's checkpoints and roadblocks, and restrictions on their movement altogether, in addition to settler attacks. So we cannot say that there are record numbers of people. No, there are just a trickle, let's say, of Palestinians who are coming here, and there aren't many tourists because of Israel's control over the borders or over who comes in and who comes out. But still, Palestinians wanted to light this Christmas tree, to start their festivities again as a way to build more perseverance in the community, as a way to send hope. But everyone we've been speaking to says that the Christmas is a message of hope, that they want to have more hope when it comes to their fellow Palestinians in the besieged Gaza Strip, that they remember them, that they pray that the situation will be better.
Nida, and the twinkling lights on the Christmas tree behind you, clearly a symbol of hope and resilience, as you say, after a long period of darkness and silence there in Bethlehem at Christmas. Nida Ibrahim there on Major Square in Bethlehem.